what I like to build. It's my #1 favourite map, Alien Gym. I'm sure you're all aware of it. I'm just finishing off the little canola field, and then we'll head back over and have a little fly around the map. That's our seeding done. Now, it's not a very big farm, but it's very efficient and it works extremely well. It's come out of first person. So we've got our grass field there, and we've got wheat, barley and canola. So I don't need much canola, or hardly any really. I'm just doing a small field there. Let's do a flyover actually, it would make it a bit easier. Or is it going to crash? It was crashed and I had to uninstall a mod. So let's just go from the shop, and I'm trying to make money so I can do a complete build. But here's the shop here, and as you see, this is the entry into the map, and we've just got our service station down here, and chuck a lefty. Here's the farm here, and we'll just go down a little bit, and obviously I'm going to extend up there, but my farm's not going to be any bigger. I'm just going to make AI farms, so I'm going to make it like a rural country area, a couple of homesteads around. I've got a nice big moat there, or lake, pond, a dam, whatever you want to call it. And this is all the storage area. So got the big bags in here, make our own fertiliser. That's where I got all my grass tools in here. Make our own seed, make our own lime. These are the stones I get off the field, they all go there. Got the wash bay, and these are all my front end attachments. I've got the medium John Deere in here, 7.6 series, and that's where that stays. We've got to come out and do a little bit of fertilisation as well. Plough and cultivator, seeder go in there. I've got the New Holland, just the baby one, that's all I need. That just stays in there. We can wrap around the back. Got some storage area that we can use. So as you can see, there's our fields right here. Nice big grass field. My dog's being a nuisance as usual. Just give me 1 second. Oh my God, he destroys everything, my dog. So we've also got an entry gate here at the side. It's going to be a little storage area, and we also got another gate just over here, which is going to take us well, whatever I put out that way, I'm not too sure yet. We got tracks that run through. I've got crop damage on. I play on hard mode, so we can access all the fields without having to destroy any crop. This is the wheat field. This is probably the biggest one, but I get straw off this, so we'll go into the livestock area, and we've got the cattle here. I like this this mod here. It gives a pretty decent sized field, as you can see. It's a bit more realistic. I've only got 20 head in there at the moment, and as you can see, there's plenty of room. The in-game ones, the pens are realistic for about 5 cattle in them, that's it. So even though you can put the numbers to 500 or whatever you want, it's just too unrealistic. This here, maybe 30 cattle head tops, but I'm going to keep it at 20. This is my silo over here. Also stores the milk, which is why I chose this one. Got our chicken pen down here. We've got the big one down. This set will hold 500 chickens. Well, I don't intend on having that many. I don't really want many eggs, so I'll probably keep the chickens low, probably around the 20 mark. I don't really want to go making money from eggs. I just got them there to be part of the farm. And we wrap around the back. Build my own sheds, because I don't like the in-game sheds, so I just make my own ones. I hate how the camera does that. And I also built some morning over here for the cattle give them some, these are the bulls anyway, this is the bull pen, and when the breeding season comes, I get the cattle trailer here, and I bring about five of the girls over and chuck them in here, and when the calves are born, then they all get moved over to the main dairy, and the bulls stay here. I've actually got one bull in here at the moment. There he is there. So he's got to come out of there, but he's only a baby at the moment. He's only a calf, so these ones mature. We've got the straw, hay and grass barn here, and this is going to be where the bales go. I've run out of bales. I've got nothing left, so we're waiting on the fields to grow. A bit overgrown here, but this is the house nonetheless. I wanted it real bushy, kind of country-like, and it's given me the feel that I was looking for. So even though the grass is a bit longer than what I like, it's still, you know, gives me that rock garden. I've got to put some rocks and stuff in here yet, but and finish that. That's all part of detailing, and that's where I use the small tractor to get around, so it parks in there, and I've got the gates through here so we can walk through and close them at night. That's pretty much the farm. So it's just one, not even a full tile. The full tile runs up over the other side of this hill here, and I've got the property fully fenced in, but my property ends somewhere about here, or about here somewhere. So I've still got all this, but I can't really do too much with that, so I just thought I'd put some bush up there and give it a real kind of real country kind of look. So I only got 4 fields, and that's all I need, just to sustain my animals. I'm not trying to make $1 billion in this build. I just want a nice little efficient farm that works well and accommodates all the needs. So and this does that. So yeah, the build's going really good, and I've got the water source here. Oh no, something has just happened to my TV. It's all good now. I must have a loose lead. So yeah, that's the build so far. So I'm going to continue on working a bit. I'll come back on the Grenfell build a little bit later. I actually, the Grenfell build is no man's land, but let's just zoom right out. I don't really like doing this when I'm live because I can't edit and cut it out, but I'd actually built Grenfell Farm up here, and it cost me a lot of money, but I cheated the money in on that build. It's not a legit build, but the farm, I built it out here and made really long sweeping driveways down. The build's going pretty good, but like I said, it's a cheat build, and I cheated in the money, so it's not what you'd call legitimate, although it's fun to play on. But this one's purely legitimate. I don't want to make $1 million. As long as I can keep 60,000 or 50,000 in the bank at all times, then I'm happy. I don't need the biggest and best of all the equipment. I've only got smaller stuff. So, you know, one large tractor, one medium, and I've just bought the small one. The little New Holland, it was pretty cheap. Oh dear, oh, it's over here. I just went past it. Yeah, so we've got the Case IH large. There's our small. This cultivator's too big for it. I'm just using that to tow back, so we'll just we'll go and put these all back into place. And I've got to do some fertilisation. There's not really much to do, we're just waiting for growth. Just have a quick look at the chickens here, because oh, they've still got plenty of feed, 11,000 litres, so that should do them for quite a while. It's not full. I try and get the animal pens all full, but it's not easy to do when you first kick off. You run out of money real quick, especially painting, using textures. We've got water, and we've got feed there, so they're alright. We'll go and put this away now. And I missed out on the horses. I got 3 horses. As the hour just ticks over. We've got horses over here. We've got a horse float there. So I've got 3 horses in here. I ride them, but I don't usually do it. I don't record riding them and stuff. And it takes about 6 months before you start making any money off them, and then you don't really make a great deal of money off them. It's just more of the aspect and the aesthetics of just having horses on a farm. And we'll just put this away. Actually, ideally, I'd like the cedar on the other side. That way, I'm a bit of a stickler for neatness and organisation on the farm. So I've been told I'm not easy to get along with when you come and work on my farm, because I like everything in its place, and when it's used, put it back where you got it from, you know, same spot. So the order we do fields is plough, cultivate, seed. So the cultivator go on the left. I don't own a plough, I hired the plough, and I don't need to own a plough because I'm not going to be doing any more, I won't be doing any more fields. This is my farm completely done, so we'll just skip over to the New Holland. Oh, that was running. So all I need is these 4 fields, that's it. So yeah, see, it's not a big farm, but it's enough to keep busy, and it's fun. I think we'll scoot around, we'll come around the back here, and we make use of the manure and the slurry by turning that into fertiliser, granuled fertiliser, which is over where we're heading to now. I've got to get some bales back in there. We've used up all our bales. And we'll just pop this guy away. So there's our lime, there's our seed, and that there behind us, that's where manure and slurry go. We got room here, so let's just straighten this camera up a little. Don't know if you noticed, but this game will always try and force you into a collision with whatever is closest to it. No matter how well you drive, it always does it. It's quite annoying, and it's just part of the programming. I'm going to put this into the house. This track down here is not made for the bigger machinery, so that's why the entrance gate is up over that way, and that's why I've got the sheds where they are, so they don't have to go through the farm with the big machinery. Well, not that it's big, is it? It's only medium small stuff I'm using. Yeah, so all the gates open and close and da da da, like everything, same as these ones. We're going to use the John Deere. Actually, no, I'm not. I used the large one, I think. We'll go and spray some fertiliser around. I've got a bit there. Actually, I'll get in the John Deere. I'll take that out. We'll get our big bag lifter attachment. Forget my head if it wasn't screwed on. We'll grab this while we're here. I don't know if this weight on the back is going to make this do all sorts of crazy stuff. Sometimes they do. Yeah, they do. There you go. Oh, excellent. How cool. That's really cool. I just love the way this game glitches. I just love it. It's fantastic. Really is. Deliberately did that too. And try and ram the back of it, spin it around. This game's a bit of a joke sometimes, people. Really is. This collision camera as well gives me the shits like you wouldn't believe. Look at it. It's just completely glitched. It does my head in. It does my head in. It makes me furious. And I knew I should have taken the weight off. But sometimes it'll glitch out like that, other times it won't. It just depends on the weight and the connection. So I shouldn't have been lazy, but nonetheless, this game's full of glitches like that, and it's really frustrating. It annoys the bejesus out of me. Righto, we'll go and fill this up now. Actually, it's going to take all of that. I might actually buy some. This month is the cheapest month for lime and fertiliser. So, excuse me. So that's when I tend to buy it. It's the only month of the year, September, that I buy it in. I pretty much did all that. Not for nothing, but, well, yeah, pretty much for nothing. And I'll put this here so when I back the trailer in, I can just pick this straight up, if it's not going to be stupid on me. It'll probably be a problem when I hook it back up. So yeah, I'm gonna buy the fertiliser. So we got some on hand. Go around past the horsies. I haven't named any of them or anything like that. I'm not going that far into it. Maybe I will later. So everything's accessible. The animals are far enough apart from each other that they're not going to spread disease to each other, and they're far enough away from the house, and they're far enough away from the loud machinery. So how much is that going to cost us? 10,800. Oh my god, it's more expensive than what I realised. Now this is only the small one, and it's not a 42 metre spread, although that is looking a little longer. This game does my head in so much. You know what, I'm putting the worker onto it. Otherwise I'm going to get cranky. I really am. I'm going to end up getting cranky and rage quitting. This game has a tendency to do that, and it frustrates me. As much as I enjoy it, I hate it at the same time. It gets really frustrating, but I do enjoy building farms. I like being creative, putting bridges, mountains, and building farms under bridges, and you know, all that sort of stuff. So the aim and the goal of this map is to put a few farms on this map. Of course he's going to miss a bit. That's just what they do. I have no steering at all. Ah, fuck's sake. This game is doing my fucking head in, eh?